Boys, today we will start a new topic for integration, that is method of substitution. Method of substitution. So far, in previous two videos, we have discussed about the concept of integration and the simple application of formulae that we have discussed in first video, how to solve the problems of integration using those formulae. Now here, in case of integration, just like as in case of differentiation, we have several functions, complicated functions, and we are interested in finding the integration of those complicated functions. Was, as I told you earlier, that the case of differentiation and the case of integration are the two different concepts. Differentiation, you can differentiate any function very easily. Yes, there may exist some restriction on that function, we will discuss later on. Similarly, we can integrate any function not as easily as its differentiation. Obviously, all functions you can't integrate. There are some restriction that which function you have to integrate and which function is non-integrable. That is another matter of discussion. We will discuss that thing in some particular video. Now here we are interested in finding the integration of some complicated functions. Means they are not direct. In those cases, the formula is not directly applicable. For example, as you see, suppose if we want to integrate integral sine 2x plus 3 dx. Now here there is a problem. Suppose if it was given that find the differentiation of sine 2x plus 3. Yes, it is very easy. You can just differentiate it using ddx, and then after ddx you consider this one as x. So sine of x, and the differentiation is what? Cos, then 2x plus 3 into ddx of 2x plus 3. You know, by chain rule we have to do this, and further cos 2x plus 3 into 2, the differentiation of this 2x plus 3. Here in case of integration, if it is asked to integrate this, remember boys, whatever you have assumed in case of differentiation as x, that should be taken here in terms of some other variable. And how to integrate, let us discuss. Suppose we have taken this 2x plus 3 as z. Let 2x plus 3 is equal to z. Say z is one more variable which is obtained by 2 times x plus 3. Now if we assume this function as z, then what we have integral sine z, and you know the integral of sine z. But the basic problem is we have to integrate sine z with respect to x. This creates a problem because you know the formula of sine x with respect to x only. So if we have here sine z, then we should have dz here. For that, what we have to do? We have to replace this dx in terms of dz. How to replace it? You just see here. Differentiating both sides with respect to x. Both sides you differentiate it. What happens? You see here. 2 into 1 plus 0 is equal to dz by dx. Therefore 2 dx is equal to dz. Consider dz and dx as individual entity, and now this dx appears here. This is equal to dz. Now what happens? Therefore dx is equal to dz by 2. You see here. Now this dx appears in terms of dz. Now what about our original integration? Therefore I is equal to, if we take this integral as I, then this I is equal to integral sin z and then dot dz by 2. dz by 2. Now this half comes out. What happens? Half integral sin z dz. And further, the integral of sin z, you know, it becomes minus cos z. So half into minus cos z plus c. Now try to put down the value of z, whatever you have assumed, that is z is equal to 2x plus 3. So we have taken here is equal to minus cos 2x plus 3 by 2 plus c. So this will be our answer. So here, in case of integration, what we have to do? We have to assume z, we have to assume that function as z, which will create a problem. Now, let us take one more problem. I is equal to integral cos 3 plus 2x dx. Boys, wait for a few seconds and try to solve it. Do it quickly. I think all of you have done it. So now what happens? Your answer will be sine 3 plus 2x divided by 2 plus c. How? You have taken 3 plus 2x as z, and further you can integrate this very easily. Now let us move onwards. Integral, let us take few more problems and try to solve it very quickly. I is equal to integral root 2x minus 3 dx. Boys, remember, whenever this radical sign appears, if it is root, try to take the quantity under radical sign as z square. So if you assume it as z square, this root disappears. If it is cube root, then try to take it as z cube, so that this cube root disappears. If it is fourth root, then try to take it as z power 4. So whenever the root exists, just try to search the nth root of that quantity. If it is the second root is square root, then take it as z square. So what happens? You see here, let 2x minus 3 is equal to z square. Now try to differentiate both sides with respect to x. What happens? 2 into 1 minus 0 is equal to 2z into dz by dx. Boys, I think you know this one. This is as per chain rule. That is the differentiation of z square with respect to x. So that is 2z into dz by dx. Now further what happens? You can multiply 2 dx is equal to 2z dz, and further 2 and 2 cancels out, dx is equal to z dz. Now what happens about the integration? I is equal to integral, that becomes z, root z square, you can write root z square into, instead of dx you should write z dz. So what happens? Integral z into z dz, that is integral z square dz, and further you will get integral as z cube by 3 plus c, and this z cube you can write, that is z is equal to, from here what you will get, the value of z as 2x minus 3 power half is equal to z. So put down the value of z here. So what happens? This becomes 2x minus 3 power 3 by 2 divided by 3 and then plus c. So this will be your answer. Boys, I am trying to tell you the easiest, simple method to integrate any function. So try to learn the basic concept, that what we have to assume. That is the main fundamental of integration. And remember, there is no hard and fast rule for this assumption. This will totally depends on your practice. If you practice more, you can easily learn what to assume as z. Now, take another problem. I is equal to integral x square into cube root of integral x square into cube root of x cube minus 4 dx. Now what I have told you, you just try to apply that one. Here it is cube root. So we should take this one as z cube. So let x cube minus 4 is equal to z cube. Now what happens? Differentiate it. After differentiating, you will get 3x square is equal to 3z square into dz by dx. Boys, further I am skipping that step in which we have written dbswrtx. That is differentiating both sides with respect to x. You can write it, and it is here, that state is silent. Now this 3 and 3 cancels out. What you will get? X square dx is equal to z square dz. Now observe it. Can we have x square dx? Yes, if we assume this function as in terms of z, we have x square and dx, and this completely reduces in terms of z. So the whole integration you can write in terms of z as I is equal to integral, that is, for here you can write z into, for x square dx you can write z square dz, that is integral z cube dz, and further you will get z power 4 by 4 plus c, and that z, the value of z, if you calculate it, is x cube minus 4 power 1 by 3. So that power 1 by 3 should be written here, and you will get x cube minus 4 power 4 by 3 divided by 4 and then plus c. So this will be your answer. One more thing you must keep in mind, boys, that while writing integration or reducing this integration from x in terms of z, never write dz at first. Means some students may write this conversion as, for x square dx, they have written z square dz, like this, z square dz, and then they have written z. Now this is a wrong way of representation. Do not do this. Never write dz first. Dz should be written at last. Remember, dz is just like as good night. If someone tells you that good night, how are you, then this sentence is totally wrong. First of all, you have to say that how are you, and then you have to say good night. After good night, there should be no discussion. So whenever you are writing dz, this should be at the end of this, all the functions which are written here. So always write dz at last, because this dz stands for with respect to z. So clear? Now take another problem. Integral sec integral tan inverse x divided by 1 plus x square and then dx. Now this function appears as complicated one. Now we have to assume some function as z. Now think a little bit over this problem. Now what to do? You have to keep in mind all the formulae of differentiation. That if you are keeping a function as z, then what about the differentiation of that function? See, if we assume tan inverse x as z, then what about the differentiation of tan inverse x? It is 1 by 1 plus x square. Remember it. So we have here 1 by 1 plus x square. So what happens? Differentiate it. Differentiating both sides with respect to x. Now it is 1 by 1 plus x square is equal to dz by dx. Now take this dx here. It becomes dx by 1 plus x square is equal to dz. Now you see this dx by 1 plus x square, this whole transformed to dz, and this function transformed to sin z. So what happens? Therefore I is equal to integral sin z then dz, and the final answer will be minus cos z by 1. 1 means sin z, the integral is minus cos z, you can write directly, and then plus c, and put down the value of z here. The value of z is tan inverse x, that is minus cos tan inverse x, and then plus c. Was few mistakes which are often appears while solving are, you must keep in mind that you have to add this constant c always at last. There should be an integration constant, that is plus c, and always try to put down the value of z. Sometimes students in a hurry, they wrote answer as minus cos z plus c. So in that case your marks will be deducted. You will lose your marks. So always try to put the value of z what you have assumed here, and then always try to add integration constant, that is plus c. So these two things are compulsory while solving the problems on integration. Let us take another problem. Integral I is equal to integral 1 minus sin x by cube root x plus cos x and then dx. You see boys, we have here cube root. So for cube root, what we have to do? We have to take this expression as z cube. Let us take what happens. You search it. X plus cos x is equal to z cube. Now try to differentiate it. Differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Now you observe this 1 minus sin x appears in denominator, which will appear here after differentiation. That is the main chess game in integration. Integration is just like as a chess game. You have to think your next step in your mind, and you have to assume as per your problem. So your first attempt should be like that, that it will provide you the remaining functions in terms of z also. So what happens here? 1 minus sin x is equal to 3z square into dz by dx. Now cross multiply, it becomes 1 minus sin x dx is equal to 3z square dz. So you see 1 minus sin x is equal to 3z square dz. We can place this value here. So what happens? Integral 3z square dz, and in denominator what we have? In denominator we should have z. So this z cancels out this z square. Now this 3 comes out, and integral of z is z square by 2 and then plus c. Now the value of z you have to put. From here if you observe, z is equal to what? X plus cos x power 1 by 3. So if you put x plus cos x power 1 by 3, what you will get? 3 by 2 into x plus cos x power 2 by 3 and then plus c. So this will be your answer. So boys, in this way we have solved 5 problems so far, and in this way you can solve few more problems based from your exercise. Try to solve these problems, and I will solve few more problems in the next video provided to you. I will provide that video as early as possible. Thanks to you all.